In today's video, we're talking about gels. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about gels. That's these little strips of film, and what these are used for is to add color to your light. So if you were using something like, say, a speed light, you could put that in front of your speed light, and in this particular case you would end up with orange light. These are not cellophane. Let me just point this out really early on. I have used cellophane in the past with a light, in fact with this light, in fact, and it has melted the cellophane onto the flash. So these are heat resistant, the gels, and cellophane is not heat resistant. And you wouldn't think that like a speed light like this would actually generate that much heat, but it does when you're shooting at full power and you're doing it over and over. So the two types of gels that you can get are the theatrical type of gels, where you can get all the different colors. You know, you get purples and greens and yellows and blues and all sorts of colors. And then the other one is for doing color correction. So with lights such as this one, for example, you can't change the color temperature of these lights. Some LEDs, so the LED panels, you can change those ones, but still a lot that you can't. And if you're using some of the old strobe type studio flashes, you can't change the temperature of those either. So for that, you would use something like this. You would use what you call a CTO or a CTB. So these are not theatrical. You can use them for theatrical purposes, but that's not what they're for. They're for color correction. And then, so CTO meaning color temperature orange, and the CTB gel meaning color temperature blue. And they come in very specific shades of this orange. It's a very specific orange. And then they come in what they call cuts. So that is a full cut of CTO. You can get a half cut and you can get a quarter cut. And that is just the strength. I've got a quarter of a CTO. You may not be able to see it because it is quite, it's quite subtle in there. I don't know whether that comes up in the, I'll put it behind something white. It may not come up in the video, but that is slightly orange, and that's a quarter of strength of one of these. Now, when it comes to getting yourself some gels, if you do want to buy some, I would recommend, they do sell them in these sizes. These are the Canon ones, and they're just ridiculously expensive. So I wouldn't recommend getting these. What I would do is I would get the rolls. So the ones that I get, here I am again. So I buy them in rolls, and you can get them in rolls of like 2, 3, 4 meters, as long as you want. And these are much more cost effective. As you can see, I keep mine in a, I don't know what this is. I think it's for technical drawings of some sort. I bought this in an art shop, but I've got this, and sorry for the noise, but you can see I've got green ones and blue ones. And then I've got my CTOs and my CTBs that are also in this tub as well. And then I just keep them in there. And the beauty of that is that you can just cut them to size, and you can just keep, you keep reusing them. It's not a one-off. You just reuse them over and over, but you get to cut them to size for the specific light that you're after. And so, because in some cases you might want to cover the light of a window, for example, so you're going to need a big one. So if you have something like that, it becomes way more cost effective than buying those little ones. So if you want to know more about gels, I do have an article at ministryoffphoto.com. Go check it out, because I've just written this article and I go into a lot more depth as to, you know, how to use gels, and I've got some samples in there of some of the work that I've done. That's it from me. Hopefully you found this useful. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.